Buddy.
It's Pitbull. Yo, Pitbull.
What's up, man? How are you, bro? Yeah, man, respect to you too, bro. Take a photo real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have gone over a month without making a single piece of content on Antonio Brown. If you guys have been subscribed to this channel for long enough, you'd know that's quite the achievement. Unfortunately, today is when that streak ends, because Antonio Brown did something absolutely insane. I mean, extorting a former NFL Pro Bowler's ex-girlfriend for money insane. Now, I don't know if this is as insane as Will Smith walking up to Chris Rock and slapping the living shit out of him on national TV.
Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, we do have a video on already on Flight Mike TV, which is going to serve as my general commentary channel for all stuff that pertains to outside of sports. Right now, we're giving away $500 to a subscriber that turns on their notifications on the Flight Mike TV channel. Of course, we're running back our original giveaway after picking our previous winner, $500 for a subscriber that turns on their notifications on this channel. And before we start, I want to give you guys a huge shout out, man. Max Crosby DM'd me saying he saw our documentary on him. I want to thank you guys for the platform that you gave me to make that type of content in the first place. And now that we got all that out of the way, break! You're a vibrant man getting ready to hit the town. You're dressed fantastically and everything in your life is going well. You hit the local bar and you find a fairly attractive woman that can't stop taking her eyes off of you. You sit down, you buy her a drink, you chat her up, and you get her to agree to come back to your place with you. You finally get into your bedroom, strip her naked, you're naked as well. Life is going good until good old John Boy doesn't want to get going. About 52% of men in their lifetime will experience ED at least once. So why not get help from Roman, who offers a discreet process from start to finish? You can connect with a licensed medical provider via Roman's convenient online suite, so nobody has to find this out. Prescription treatments are cheap, effective, and used by millions of men. And it's a fantastic way to spice up your marriage as well. They act quick, you get your shipments within 2 days, and most importantly, they'll make sure that they build your confidence during sex. So this will never happen to you again. And right now, when you go to GetRoman.com/microphone, you'll get $15 off of your first order of ED treatment if you get approved. That's GetRoman.com/microphone to get $15 off of your first ED treatment if they approve you. And thank you, Roman, for the sponsor. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Ever since Antonio Brown took off his jersey in the middle of a Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus New York Jets game in week 17 of the NFL season, things have gotten a little bit busy for Antonio Brown. For starters, he is now the president of Donda Sports. I mean, Kanye West and Antonio Brown is the dynamic duo that we all deserve, and I'm sure you guys saw shots of them at the Super Bowl, but the very first act he did as the president of Donda Sports was a $2.2 million advertising expense by booking an 18-person suite to the Super Bowl and a 6-person lower VIP seat to the Super Bowl, saying that we are the owners now. Donda is about ownership, empowerment, and discovering the next superheroes. This is for all the people who counted us out and everyone who said we can't. We said we will. As president, it was important to me to book the Donda suite for this year's Super Bowl. This is a game meant to be watched together. This is the loving unity we need to push. This is for the kids, our next generation. We'll be hosting community events this weekend and inviting kids with their families to the game. Let's give people the Donda experience. I love how he's actually sounding like he's running for president here. He's like, I'm booking a super expensive Super Bowl suite. This is for the kids.
USA! USA!
It's like $2.2 million on 24 people. This is for the kids. Very shortly after Antonio Brown took off his jersey for his final game with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there was this rumor that he met up with Ava Louise Luis literally the night before. Very shortly after, Antonio Brown kicked Ava Luis out of a club after she revealed that these two hooked up. The story goes like this: Brown and Luis were at a society lounge on January 8th for the team by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That same night, Ava posted on her Instagram story, ready for round 2, referring to what could have been her second meeting with Brown. And less than an hour after Ava posted it, a security guard was seen leading her out of the club and says, "Of course, Antonio Brown gets me kicked out," which I think is absolutely hysterical. I mean, props to Antonio Brown for being able to identify someone that was just trying to siphon clout from him. I mean, I don't think it's wise to continue to shack with a woman that went out and claimed that Antonio Brown said the NFL, and that apparently Antonio Brown wanted her to release a sex tape together on her OnlyFans. But that's neither here or there. Very shortly after Antonio Brown would get released, he would claim that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would want him to play on an injured ankle, whereas the Tampa Bay Buccaneers claimed that the reason that they got into an argument was because Antonio Brown wanted to get the ball more. This is something that Mike Evans claims as well in an interview.
We were trying to get him to come back in the game. You know, he was saying he wanted the rock, and I mean, rightfully so. We should have got him the rock. I mean, he's an unbelievable player. We're like, yo, come in the game, AB. So we're asking him to come in the game. We're on offense. I'm like, AB, big bro, come on, let's go in the game. They're calling for us, and he doesn't come. So I go back on the drive. I do my 2 plays. I come out, and then I see BA still trying to get him to come in the game, and they had like a falling out somehow, and AB goes off, and he's about to take his pads off, and I'm trying to grab his pads and tell him like, yo, big bro, because me and him have a relationship, and I don't want him to go out like this. Like, we need him, so I'm telling him, yo, big bro, we need you. The season's almost over. If you don't want to be here, the next year you can leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like, I just didn't want him to go out like that. So I'm telling him, please don't go out like this.
Now, here's the funniest part to me. You remember how Antonio Brown made a big deal out of the fact that the Buccaneers wanted him to play with a hurt ankle? Well, here's Antonio Brown running without surgery at all whatsoever, and it seems like the ankle is okay. Which brings us to where we currently are today. I just wanted to catch you guys up on what seems to be about a month and a half of Antonio Brown content that I decided not to make until today, where we found out that Antonio Brown is practically literally blackmailing a woman who used to date Deshaun Jackson. So for those of you guys that don't know, this is Sydney Christine. Sydney Christine is a model and a 5-time platinum producer, at least according to her Instagram. She's known for dating Lil Bibby, Trey Songz, and probably the most relevant to this entire story, Deshaun Jackson. Now, what's interesting about this story is there isn't a lot of context given. All we know is Antonio Brown posted this picture of them two in bed with the caption, "Dead, stop playing with me, at Sydney Christine got the pussy on the BC," which I'm assuming stands for birth control. Yeah, super intimate, very interesting choice of post, very little context provided, and of course Antonio Brown decided to plug in his song Pit Not the Palace at the top left. I honestly hope Antonio Brown's rap career catches on because I personally think it's hysterical. Now, we do get some context later on, and it's with Antonio Brown captioning, "Hoes be cappin' playing victim, I'm not the one." Now, Sydney is DMing him saying, "Please don't do that to me. I'm really sorry. I just didn't like the way you were talking to me. This isn't going to help anything. What can I do to fix it?" And Antonio Brown just straight up says, "Send my money. $5K or you be exposed." I really don't know the context of the situation. What I'm assuming and what people are claiming is this woman stole $5,000 from Antonio Brown. Now, if that is the case, then obviously I would be very upset if I was Antonio Brown. Do I think posting this picture that could be taken out of context to make him seem like a really bad dude is the way to go about it? No, probably not. I mean, for the love of God, he sounds like some sort of like pimp.
"Send my money, $5K or you be exposed."
Now she goes, "I will. What's your PayPal?" And then he says, "Ho, stop playing with me. I'ma show you this time." She responds, "Okay, I'm trying to send it back to you." The thing is, Antonio Brown has had a very strange history when it comes to finances. I mean, recently he had his chef expose him and out him just because Antonio Brown didn't want to pay the chef the money that he was owed. The chef then leaked the fact that Antonio Brown asked for fake vaccination cards. It just blows my mind. I mean, you're Antonio Brown. If you look at Antonio Brown's career earnings throughout the entirety of of this man's career, he has earned $80 million. Now, it's really unfortunate that he is driving himself this crazy over $5,000 because when you pay attention to what happened between him and the Raiders, this man lost out on a lot of money. I mean, he was signed to a 3-year, $50 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders, well, back then the Oakland Raiders, and the deal included a total of $30 million in guaranteed money to be paid out by the end of the 2020 season. The Raiders didn't pay that money out because Antonio Brown didn't even make it on the field for them once. So it's just interesting that he wasn't able to swallow his pride during his time with the Las Vegas Raiders, as his entire situation with the Raiders was tumultuous. He called the general manager a cracker. He posted a John Gruden phone call with him onto YouTube. This is all while he was going through some really horrific allegations off the field as well. So this is just another piece of erratic behavior from Antonio Brown. And to be honest, it seems like it's even more wild that this woman would steal $5,000 from him. I mean, I don't know Sydney Christine. I don't know Sydney Christine's entire financial situation. Maybe she thought she could get away with stealing $5,000 from Antonio Brown. Maybe she didn't even steal $5,000 from Antonio Brown. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't necessarily just have cash hanging around my room. I don't know how you guys operate. I don't. So like, how would she have stolen $5,000 exactly from AB? Was there like a band of $5,000 just chilling there and she just grabbed it on her way out? Did she go into Antonio Brown's phone and decide to Venmo herself $5,000? That's what I'm trying to put together. And even furthermore, why on earth did she think it was a good idea to allow AB to take a picture of them in bed together? And on top of all of this, doesn't Antonio Brown have a wife? I know they're separated. Yeah. At the same time, isn't Antonio Brown with Sydney Moreau? You know, that model girlfriend that hit up the chef asking the chef whether or not he had fake vaccination cards for Antonio Brown? Are they like no longer together? How does she feel about this if they are together? I don't know, man. I think this entire situation is absolute lunacy. Antonio Brown has 8 million followers on Instagram. Why would you want to show your 8 million followers that you are stressing over $5,000 when you made $80 million in your career? Beats the hell out of me, man. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all this. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike. I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.